All right, here we go. Because we haven't waited long enough, we have to wait another 5 days before we decide college football's national champion. Auburn and Oregon will decide it in the Arizona desert. That's Monday night. But to get you from here to there, as a way of sort of whetting your appetite, we bring you National Championship BCS Trivia. Representing Auburn, he was one of the most prolific passers in school history. He led the Tigers to a 13-0 record in 2004, even if he didn't get a chance to play for a national championship. Jason Campbell is here representing the Tigers and representing Oregon. He was one of the Ducks' top signal callers of all time. He finished fourth in the 2001 Heisman vote. Joey Harrington. And Jason and Joey are brought to us by Taco Bell, who, by the way, celebrating their 5th year as a BCS partner. I'm sorry, what was that, Joey?
I said we'll just hang it right here, just for
that's cool.
Just to people know where we're standing.
Absolutely. We've got Oregon and Auburn. They're represented. And before we get to the questions, I want to first ask each of you a question about this BCS title game. I mentioned that undefeated in 04, and this is going to stick in your craw. You'll be 80, and you'll be wondering how this happened. Didn't get a chance to play for that title. What would it mean to see Auburn win a BCS championship Monday night?
It would mean a lot for us, as an alumni and as, being there and being a part of an undefeated season, just understanding like how tough it is to go through the SEC conference and to win it outright, it just mean a lot because that year that we played, we did everything humanly possible to win a national title and to play for it and not be given that opportunity. Yeah. It's something that will always stick with you because you just always wonder, what if?
It's still mind-boggling. You go through the SEC. The minefield that is the SEC.
We only had one close game that year.
Yeah, I know, one by blood. It just doesn't make sense. Perhaps why we need a playoff. All right, Joy, I know that for you, too, that this would be very big to see Oregon win a first championship. Talk about what that would mean for you.
Well, it would be huge for us, because we were also in a similar situation in 01. We were left out of the national championship game when Nebraska didn't win their conference championship and got voted over both Colorado and us into the BCS against Miami. And so not only would it, kind of help to ease that, but I think it would validate a lot of the things that Oregon has done over the last decade. We've taken some risks. In New York City, we took some risks with the uniforms. There have been a lot of things that we've done that have kind of maybe stepped on some toes, but it's been done to brand Oregon as a national power. In order to step out of USC's shadow, in order to step out of Washington's shadow, we had to do something a little bit different. And if we can win this game on Monday, I think it would validate all the things that we've done up until this point.
Very well said. Blazing a trail. We'll dub it Snub Bowl. No chance in 01, no chance in 04. One of you guys will win a national championship on Monday night. All right, here's what we're going to do. 5 questions. 1 point for each correct answer. They're on your alma maters. Personally, I think these questions are slam dunks. There is a bonus question worth 5 points at the end. If either of you get it, I will fall on the floor. I'm not kidding. All right, here we go. Jason, we're going to start with you.
All right.
Give me the nickname of Auburn's Tiger mascot.
Oh, Albie.
I told you it was easy. I told you it was easy. It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The first question is like... Here you go, Joey. This is your first question. What is the state nickname of Oregon? The state nickname.
The state? Oh, man. Really?
It is the what state?
I know.
And I'm going to make you say it.
I have to say
it? I'm sorry, Joey.
It rhymes with the Schmiever State.
You know what? I'm going to give you full credit for that.
Thank you very much.
And I appreciate your inability to say Beaver State. I really do. I really do. All right. 1-1 after round 1, and that's where we thought we'd be. Jason, which quarterback has the highest completion percentage in Auburn history?
Would that be me?
Congratulations. It would be, I love how you asked. You answered that with a question. Would that be me? You completed an amazing 64.6% of your passes. Pretty impressive. Okay, Joey, what Oregon alumnus co-founded Nike and still supports and donates generously to the school?
That'd be Phil Knight.
Yeah, if you missed that, you'd never be allowed back in the state ever again.
Well, yeah, pretty.
They do get harder, I think. All right, let's go back to Jason now. Your third question. How many Auburn Tigers have won Heisman trophies?
That would be 3.
Very good. Can you name them? You get the point already, but can you name
One
them?
guy, everyone knows. Bo knows.
Bo knows. He knows baseball and football and everything.
The other guy would be considered Pat Sullivan.
Very good. 1971.
And there's some guy by the name of Newton.
Yeah, I thought you'd know him.
Runs with a lot of strength and power.
Yeah, I thought you'd know him. All right, Joey. What player has accounted for the most touchdowns in Oregon history?
Wow. Rushing, passing.
Accounted. So
Accounted.
this would be a combination of accounted for the most touchdowns.
I guess does passing count? That's the
Yes,
question?
the judges are telling me, of course. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea, so I'm going to have to go along with Jason's answer and say, would that be myself?
Yeah, and again, you would be correct. I love how you guys aren't even certain of the records you hold. That's a thing of beauty. Yes, Joey, you accounted for 78 touchdowns. So we now are tied at 3-3. Jason, this is a little tougher. This was one I had to think about. What did Cam Newton dress up as for Halloween this year?
Oh, man. Do I get a mulligan?
No, but there is a bonus question at the end. See, now this is tough because you're a little busy during this season, and you may have missed it.
I may have missed it. I'm going to have to say, I don't know, Superman, Batman.
What? Superman would have been a good guess.
Do I have a chance for a steal?
You could steal, sure.
If I remember correctly, was it the Tooth Fairy?
Very good. Joey gets out. He was the Tooth Fairy, which is a bit bizarre.
Yeah, he's probably cheating, trying to get some.
Joey, did you look at the answers before you came out here?
When you're retired, you got a little bit more time to watch these things, I got some time to watch YouTube.
Yeah. All right, here you go, Joey. What famous movie about college life was filmed on the Oregon campus?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know, because Jason, he was like, yeah, I know that one.
It was, we'll give you a little background. The famous scene with the horse and the golf ball.
Oh, yeah.
Was right across the street from my college house. That was Animal House.
That's a thing of beauty. I knew you would know that. It's one of, the sad thing is a lot of today's younger generation and even college students have not seen that movie.
It's a shame.
It is a shame. It still holds up as one of the best comedies of all time. All right, well, Joey has the lead. This is crucial now. You must get this and he must miss his last. This is the bonus question. It's worth 5 points.
Okay.
What was the first bowl game Auburn ever played in?
Ooh. First bowl game. Would that be the Sugar Bowl?
Well, this one's tough. And when I first saw this, it made me think, I wonder what they got in their gift bags.
Yeah.
It was the Bacardi Bowl.
I'll see it.
In Havana, Cuba, 1936. Final score, Auburn 7, Villanova 7. That was tough. That was tough. All right, Joey, 5-point bonus question. We'll ask it anyhow. You have already won. What is the total number within 10 of push-ups that the Oregon Duck mascot completed during this regular season?
Within 10?
Yeah, this is an incredible number.
Okay.
And you can't just count the total points because, remember, it's cumulative.
It's cumulative, right. We started counting this.
And we don't have time for you to do all the math.
Let me do a quick... We had
25-second clock.
We had...
He's going to need more than
4 and 6 and carry the 5. 2,740.
I am stunned. You were within 17. You don't get 5 points, but it was 2,757. You were good in math. By the way, look here. We've got a little trophy made up. Which camera do we? Oh, I just moved it. There you go. Look at there. This is official. This says the Auburn Oregon Trivia Challenge. And Joey, I know it's not quite the Heisman, and it doesn't make up for not winning it in 2001, but congratulations
Thank you very much.
on winning the first of what we hope to be an inaugural event, the BCS National Trivia Challenge.
Yeah, we're going to take home the real trophy.
Yeah, I know you'd much rather...
If I have a moment, I'd just like to thank the Academy, all the people who voted, my agent, everybody who helped us.
Absolutely, and we will give you that honor. By the way, you guys didn't even comment on my Bob Barker microphone. To make it an official game show, I have to ask you, because this is in the news now, new head coach for you out west after an 8-8 season. Tom Cable is gone. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it was tough decision. That his contract was coming to an end this season, and I said, we had an 8-8 year. We definitely feel like we still could be playing, be in the playoffs. Lost a couple of close games, Arizona into Jacksonville, but you understand this business in the NFL, you never know which way things are going to go.
Yeah.
It's always a tough business, and tough decisions are always made, and I think it just came down between him and Mr. Davis and their views on moving forward, and I just think Mr. Davis made the decision, and as a player, you really don't get involved in the business aspect.
Right, yeah, you just go out there and run the plays. Well, things are definitely looking up. Congratulations on a turnaround season there. I know for you it was nice to get some stability and certainly some wins and a lot of credibility back. All right, there you have it. Joey Harrington is the winner, but the question is, who will the real winner be on Monday? Jason, Joey, you guys were great sports. Thanks for coming in and playing. And then we'll have to watch and win Monday to see who wins that Crystal Trophy. I think that one's worth a little more than that one.
A little bit more.
A little more. But you can now, you're not a player anymore. You are eligible to sell that on eBay if you so wish. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it. And please don't say anything back. Just a little dig at my own Ohio State. Okay, still to come. Yeah, what about Auburn? How do you stop this guy? He's been virtually unstoppable. Is it mission impossible, though, to take him down and slow him down? We're going to talk to the last coach that beat him. You've probably never heard of this school either. Stay with us. More ESPN First Take when we come right back.
So, that's how we did it. Our defensive coordinator at the time, Wade Griffin, did a great job of game planning that football game and against Cameron Newton.
Coach, as you see him now, what's the biggest difference between the player that you were able to beat that day and the guy you watched today?
I think his supporting cast is the biggest difference. He's always been a talented kid. I think Auburn's done an unbelievable job with him, with the quarterback run game, and then the play action off of the quarterback run game. We were able to sit back in his own coverage because they didn't do a lot of quarterback run game where you have to apply an extra hat to the box. We were able to do that because they were primarily a spread team, and they didn't do a lot of quarterback run games. So we were able to do that, and it worked out pretty well for us.
You saw him again in the postseason, and you weren't as lucky this time. He ended up getting the better of your team in the postseason. Why didn't your same game plan that was effective the first time around work the second time?
Well, I think it did. I think it worked better, actually. The first half we were up at halftime 28-17, and the second half they made some adjustments and went to putting him under center and turning around and handing the football off, where we had game planned towards defending him in the spread, and they got into some heavier sets. Turned it around and handed it off to a very good running back in Mike Hayes, and we didn't adjust very well, and that's probably what was the biggest difference in that game. All
right, well, he is beatable, despite the fact that we haven't seen him lose at Auburn. We're talking to Nick Bobeck. He is the last coach that was able to stop a Cam Newton-led team. Coach, I know you'll be watching the national championship game with great interest. Thanks for coming on. It sounds like you have a pretty legit organization of your own going on at Navarro Junior College. Congrats, and enjoy the BCS title game.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely. Still ahead on ESPN First Take, we're going to finish third down. It's like a Wild West showdown. Vince Young and Jeff Fisher staring each other down. Who survives in Tennessee?